Hi, guys. It's Teacher Pete with English Learning Space. Hello. And my assistant teacher, Nikki. What are you doing, buddy? Hey, buddy. What are you doing? He's chewing up a doll of Doc McStuffins. What are you doing, buddy? Doc McStuffins. Oh, Doc McStuffins. You don't like Doc McStuffins? What are you doing? Oh, poor Doc McStuffins. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Today, we're going to have a story on meeting new friends, part 2. Last time we looked at new friends and how to talk to someone new or how to talk to your friends. And we're going to do a little bit more of that. Read a little story, a short conversation, and some vocabulary that's helpful when you're meeting new people. Okay, but if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I love your questions. I love your comments. You can just type them over here and I will read live or later. And if you have a suggestion for a future lesson, please let me know. And if you like this video, give us a like, follow us and share. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. We have many videos. Okay. Before we read a conversation, let's look at a little bit of vocabulary to help us understand the story. First, this word. Do you know this word? The suburbs. The suburbs. Have you heard of this? For example, my sister lives downtown, but I live in the suburbs. What are the suburbs? Do you know? My sister lives downtown, but I live in the suburbs. Well, the suburbs, keep this way, neighborhoods next to the city. It's like residential neighborhoods of mostly houses. The suburbs. Do you live in the city or do you live next to the city? In the suburbs? I kind of live in the suburbs. Okay, next vocabulary before we read our story. Here's an idiom. To mean to do something. To mean to do something. Hello, crew mom. Nice to see you. Crew mom, did you mean to come to class? I hope so. What does it mean to do something? I did not mean to do it. Nice. Good to see you, crew. Well, mean to do something forgot to make my card. To mean to do something is to do something on purpose or plan to do something. Plan to do something. Okay, next. Crew, do you know this word? Yard. What is a yard? Do you have a yard at your house? Exactly, crew. On purpose. I mean to do it. I do it on purpose. Well, let me show you a picture of a yard. This green grass. This is a yard. No yard in your house, crew? That's okay. What are you doing, buddy? Here you go, buddy. Oh my goodness. Nikki, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's going crazy with this Doc McStuffins doll. Okay. Okay. Example sentence. Children like to play in the yard. This is a yard. Green grass. So a yard is grass around a house, also called lawn. Yard. Lawn. Okay. Thank you, crew. I think so too. Nikki, crew thinks you are a cutie. I think you are a cutie too. I think you are a cutie too. I think you are a cutie too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So tough. He's so tough. He's in a mood. Okay. Next vocabulary word. Maybe you can do this on your lawn or your yard. Barbecue. This is different. This is a noun form. If you have a barbecue. For example, we're having a barbecue on Saturday. You should come. We're having a barbecue on Saturday. You should come. What is barbecue? Do you like to have barbecue? I love barbecue. My dog loves barbecue too. Right, Nikki? A barbecue is an outside party where you cook food on a grill, also called cookout, also by the letters BBQ, barbecue. Do you like having a barbecue? I love barbecue. Okay, here's another word. Bark. To bark. What does this verb mean? Bark. Nikki, do you bark? Here's example sentence for bark. Oh, hi, Pariwat. You like beef barbecue? Oh, me too. So good. Here's example sentence for bark. The dog barks every morning. The dog barks. What is bark? Well, Nikki, he barks a little bit. Bark is dog talk. It's like ruff, ruff, bark. Ruff, ruff. Nikki, can you bark? He never barks. Okay. One more phrasal verb before we read our story. One more. This phrasal verb, drop by. To drop by. What does this mean? Please drop by anytime. You can drop by anytime. Example sentence. We're having a party. We're having a barbecue. You should drop by. What is drop by? Do you know? It just means come. Go to someone's house. Visit a home. Okay, so here, those are the vocabulary words. Now, let's take a look at a short conversation about meeting your neighbors. Just a moment, here we go. Let me share my screen. Okay, so listen carefully as I read this story and conversation about meeting the neighbors. These are the people who live next to you, who live near you, your neighbors. You all live in a neighborhood. Here's my neighbor.
What's up, Mickey?
Good boy. Good boy. Okay, listen carefully as I read and read with me. Notice the vocabulary words we just talked about and make a note of any other words you want to talk about when we're finished, okay? Here we go. This is called Meet the Neighbors. Although Americans are very friendly, they are also rather private. You may be surprised to know that very often people don't even know their neighbors. In a big city, it's very possible that people living in the same apartment building won't know the people next door, the people who live in the next apartment. In the suburbs, it's not unusual for neighbors to wave from their cars or to say hi across their yards, but not to know their neighbors' names. Have you noticed how many houses have fences around them? It may seem strange, but it's really just an example of how much Americans value a sense of privacy, especially at home. Friendly but private. Now that's tricky. Of course, some neighbors just like to party all the time. Woo boy! That can be a problem. Okay, now we have a dialogue, a conversation between Leah and John. Listen as I read. Leah says, "Hi, I'm Leah Chen, your neighbor from around the block. We're having a barbecue Saturday, and we thought you might like to come. Lots of the neighbors will be there. Jay and Ramon are coming too. They're your neighbors across the street." John says, "It's nice to meet you, Leah. I'd like to come, but I'll be working all weekend on a big project for my job." Leah says, "Well, if you change your mind, come on over. You're welcome to come. And I think it will be fun for you to meet all the neighbors." John says, "Thanks. By the way, I've been meaning to talk to you. I hope my dog's barking doesn't bother you." "Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that. When you're gone during the day, the dog barks all the time. It's driving me nuts." Driving me nuts. That means it's annoying me. It's annoying. Okay, almost done. One more part of this story. Let me share my screen one more time. Here's the last part of the conversation between Leah and John. So John says, "Oh, about the dog." Leah says his dog barks all the time. "Don't listen, Nikki." John says, "I'm really sorry. I'll keep the dog in the house when I'm gone." Leah says, "Thanks so much. I hope you'll come over for some burgers and dogs on Saturday." That means hamburgers and hot dogs on Saturday. "And drop by our house to visit anytime." Drop by. Drop by to visit anytime. What do you think? Do you know your neighbors? Do you know the names of the people who live next to you, who live across from you, behind you, in front of you, above you, below you? I know my neighbors. My next door neighbor is named Narendra. Narendra, and he is originally from India. You know your neighbor's crew? Good. That's nice. That means you are social person. Okay, everybody. Well, this will be a short lesson today. It was nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this lesson, give us a like, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. I'm Teacher Pete. And for Nikki and me, thank you.
Bye, buddy.
I'll see you guys next time for English Learning Space. Bye bye.